Hey, what's up? It's Omar here, and today is March 22nd, 2022. I'm 29 years of age recording this video, and my 30th birthday is tomorrow, March 23rd, 2022. And so I'm here in my apartment, got my PlayStation 5 money tree here in Orange County, and I just want to set up this quick little video to talk to myself, share with myself my best advice going into my 30s from everything I've learned in my teens and doing some great stuff in my 20s, having lessons, things I would have done different, but ups, downs, roller coasters, all the good stuff, right? The good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful, and packing it into wisdom that I'm giving here to my 30-year-old self so I can watch it into the future. And who knows? Maybe share it with people so they can enjoy. So what I would say that I would give myself as a number one piece of advice going into my 30s from everything I've learned in my 20s, taking a chance on myself, leaving my job, knocking on doors, selling solar, to working at Tesla, and then later going into starting The Passionate Few, which is my podcast where I started interviewing legends. I met the Grant Cardones and the Tony Robbins, was invited by Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, to be interviewed, and done over 100 plus interviews, both in person by Zoom with multi-billion, million-dollar entrepreneurs, but also amazing athletes, men and women from all over the world, authors, leaders of industry. I mean, it's been a huge blessing, including getting to learn about affiliate marketing and Tony Robbins and all this cool stuff. But I say this because I just got through my 20s, and while say fly just like that, I only ever dreamed of really living in my 20s. I never really dreamed of stuff in my 30s. I just never really thought about it. I always aimed at being a movie star or a pro skater, or professional soccer player in my 20s. And so now, being 29 at the age of recording this video, turning 30 tomorrow, the advice I would give myself is to remember the essence of time. Sometimes we get so caught up in our head with what we're in, whether it's a relationship or a business or an endeavor or just a pattern, a phase, a season of life where days, weeks, months go by, years go by. You can't get them back, right? And when I look back on my 20s, there's a lot of things I'm proud of myself for doing, taking a chance, creating my own income, having six-figure months, impacting millions of people, reaching out to legends. Like, to me, that's what I wanted to do, have inspiring conversations with inspiring people and have freedom. I dreamed of making six figures doing it. The challenge is sometimes you get your dream and you go, what's next? And you can get lost. And man, this pimple's horrible, but whatever. Hopefully the authenticity shines through. And so what I really wanted to share, and I'm drinking a sugar-free Red Bull here for some energy. Don't judge me. Hey, at least it's sugar-free. Anyways, is really the essence of time is money. And I say that because I realize now that, like, I'm 29 just like that. And sometimes I'll be hanging out with 23, 24, 25-year-olds that have a lot of the wisdom I have at 29 or even further in a lot of areas. I'm like, whoa, it's amazing that you know all this stuff and that you learn all this stuff. And I look back and I'm like, man, I wish I knew this stuff. I wish I implemented higher level thinking strategies sooner so I could reap the benefits sooner in life. So really, I would say just really get intentional, Omar, about where you want to be at 40 or whatever, 50, 60, 70. What's the game plan, day to day, month to month, year to year? Is this a meaningful direction? And don't waste time. You will never regret staying in unhealthy environments, unhealthy relationships, overall unhealthy dynamics. I thought, of course, sorry, the camera's getting all messed up here. You will never regret, in my opinion. Give me one sec, guys. Let me see here. Don't worry, we're good. You will never regret unhealthy dynamics, leaving unhealthy dynamics here. I'm just gonna take it out this little tripod here. But yeah, you will never regret leaving unhealthy dynamics. You will never regret leaving unhealthy relationships. And honestly, I think it's important to remember what the ideal scenario looks like and work in that direction, because sometimes you might work at things that, even if they succeed, might not have been aligned. Like, sometimes maybe if you say you want to end up somewhere in 5 or 10 years, you're better off doing nothing at home, but thinking and maybe working out or taking care of your health until you actually go in that meaningful direction, more than if you go work in an industry that you don't like, for the sake of money or something for 5 years. Like, yeah, it serves its purpose and depends where you are in life, if you have a family, if you have kids, etc. But that risk tolerance, that risk averseness, I would say try to capitalize on it as young as possible, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Stop waiting, right? What do they say? The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is today, right now. So anyways, I just wanted to share with you, Omar, the essence of time, the importance of it, and how to realize it. No matter what you feel justified in thinking about or time going by, don't be afraid to monitor the clock. Keep your eye on the watch, because sometimes you can think really good thoughts and it's easy to justify spending 5 or 10 years thinking about things. But just like you took action on the podcast, Omar, and if other people are watching this, just like the stuff you're proud of yourself for taking action on, however big or small, acknowledge it, right? Be grateful for it. Same way you dwell on small stuff, dwell on small stuff in the positive direction, not just the negative direction. Celebrate yourself, because nobody else will. And you can do it humbly. You don't have to do it being boastful. You could even do it inside of your own soul. Nobody has to hear a word. So I'd say do that a lot more often. Believe in yourself. Have the courage to try it your way. Have the courage to create an epic story. Don't get so lost in comparison. Focus on your strengths. And remember, time is a blessing. It flies just like that. 20 to 30 went by just like that. 30 to 40 will go by just like that. 40 to 50, God willing. So don't forget to pray. Don't forget to worship God. Don't forget to thank God. Don't forget to look for, be conscientious of what the ideal situation looks like. Take care of your mental. Take care of your physical. Be grateful. Spend time with your loved ones. Spend time with your family. Take into account how many times realistically you're going to see them, and try to, begin at the end, right? Start with the end in mind. So before you begin a win. And don't waste time. Don't waste time in bad relationships, unhealthy situations. There is an ideal, but know what it looks like. Because if you don't know what it looks like, you'll never know where you're at in space, and you might justify being in a situation that's not so good, and it'll keep you from what would be good if you just got conscious of it first. So anyways, very simple stuff, but just want to share, just like Manny Koshbin, big, real estate investor, flipper that I've interviewed with over 1.6 million views, taught me time is magic. So don't underestimate the power of staying in directions that are meaningful, staying in directions that over time will be true, whether it's the pursuit of healthy relationships, pursuit of healthy business models, pursuits of fulfilling experiences, investments, things that benefit long-term, not just short-term thinking. So more long-term thinking, less short-term thinking, and find a way in a community and environment that's healthy and positive and productive for long-term thinking. All right? God bless, love you, and take care. Just want to share this with you. And I'm proud of you. Love yourself. You're the freaking man. Peace. Focus on the good. Oh, yeah. And that. I don't know if you can see that sign right there, but it says focus on the good. Might be backwards, but that's it too. All right. So that's all I got to say. And hope you remember that. Much love. Peace. Love you, bro. God bless. Get to heaven.